Hi, I'm Kyla from Tuja Wellness, and I'm here with Bob Purdy, stand-up paddleboard elder in training from Paddle for the Planet. So we started on the shore. It's a great place for beginners to start. Take me through what we learned there again.
So what we covered on the beach was mainly the paddle, and it's really important to get the right length of paddle. So what you want is, when you're standing, you want the handle of the paddle, the top of the paddle, to just come into the crook of your wrist, and that puts the paddle in the right position so that when you're taking a stroke, you're not putting excess strain on your body that you don't need. And then the other part we talked about was, you can see that there's a bit of a bend to the blade there. So what you want to do is you want to put the blade in the water with that bend to the front. So you're pulling the blade through the water this way. A lot of new paddlers in particular will, kind of scoop the water with the blade that way. That's actually incorrect. We want to start on the knees like this, just to give you a feel for what the board does in the water before you stand. It's a lot easier. And one of the things that you'll have to do, you have to paddle on both sides to keep the board going straight. So you'll take 2 or 3 or 4 strokes on one side, and then you'll take 2 or 3, 4 strokes on the other side. Let's practice a little turn here. So on your right hand side, what you want to do is you want to backstroke. So we're going to put the paddle in this way. See how that brings the nose of the board around? Then flip the paddle over to the other side and keep paddling on that side. The other thing you want to start thinking about a little bit is you want to make sure that the shaft of the blade goes in the water on the vertical. New paddlers especially will have a tendency to kind of sweep it this way, and that makes the board turn. So you want to go in straight. So the first thing about standing on the board, you'll notice there's a little handhold right there. That's the center point of the board, and that's where you want to try and stand, somewhere close to that area. And the other thing about standing is, speed in this board is your friend. The faster you go, the more stable your board is. And once you've got the speed up to where you want it, lay the paddle lengthwise across the board, and you're just going to take a step with one leg, step with the other leg, then you're going to stand up, and away you go. Wahoo! You are stand-up paddle surfing. Little tip for balance. You know that big pad that's behind your big toe, and the pad that's behind your little toe, and the pad that's on your heel? Those 3 points make a triangle. What you want to focus on is trying to keep even pressure on all 3 points of those triangles. And if you're able to do that, what happens is the rest of your body from the feet up just aligns itself naturally, so you don't have to think about your knees, your hips, your shoulders, all that kind of stuff. So what you want to make sure with your stroke is you want to get that blade as far forward as you can comfortably reach, and pull your feet up to the blade. And you just want to pull to about your feet.
All right, I think I'm getting the hang of it. Thank you, Bob. I'm ready to take on Okanagan Lake. I've heard you've done it a few times.
Just once or twice with Paddle for the Planet. That's a project I started January 1st, 2011. I've paddled every consecutive day since then to change the way we live on the planet. And last June, initiated World Paddle for the Planet Day around the world, and for my part in that, I paddled from Penticton to Vernon, so I know Okanagan Lake quite well.
Well, it looks like I got a lot of catching up to do.
Vernon is that way. Why don't we see how far we get?
Okay.
Wahoo!
Catch you later.